You will not believe what I found on Bitcoin. Welcome to Empire Trading Academy, guys. Hit the like, hit the subscribe if you have not already. And let's get into this breakdown. We're doing TA. We'll do some of the technicals and then we'll get into on-chain. First and foremost, guys, I want you to look at this extremely similar structure that we have forming now that we did in the end of September. All right. We had this distribution top first. Okay. We have our 3 corrective wave down. And then we have this descending triangle, we can call it. Okay. We basically had this descending triangle here. Okay. And then we have a flat base across. Okay. And so we have this descending triangle here after this 3-wave correction. All right. This, and then these series of higher lows. Okay, and then that's when we broke out to the upside of that descending triangle and then went into our impulse move, kind of into our next distribution top. Okay, now look what's forming here. 3 corrective wave down, a series of higher lows with a little bit of a squeeze below our main support and a retest of that. And then now we're pushing higher. We'll see what happens if we continue this trend. But we can even go ahead and draw that out as well because that's extremely similar there. And that's our basic support. Okay, so extremely similar structure happening now as the end of September, as well as positive divergence on the RSI back here and then again here. Okay, so this selling is weakening. This selling was weakening. Sellers were exhausted and we went ahead and moved to the upside. So we'll go ahead and we'll see if we maintain that. Similar structures, guys. We broke on that initial high, right? The local high broke through that 200-day moving average. We retested here and before we ultimately found a structure that was below, and then we broke back above. Okay, local high broke below the 200-day moving average, almost retested, right? But this is a normal corrective move. And then we found further downside again underneath the 200-day moving average. All right, so things are setting up very, very similar. And obviously, if we go ahead and push this way, we're going to break out to the upside here soon, okay, depending on what our price action does. If we look at more basic TA, guys, we have we're still maintaining our 618 fib retracement level. Okay, we have this descending trend line. If we mark out the tops of distribution tops here, this smaller one and then our larger one back here in March and April. Okay, and we broke out of that initially on this impulse move, and now we're retesting that here. Okay, so we'll look to see if we can maintain that. Again, maintaining the 618 Fibonacci retracement level, as well as this nice demand zone here that we used before in September and October. Okay, and so we want to hold that as well, and so we kind of have confluence from multiple support areas that we want to hold this level here. All right, guys. Next, we're getting into our on-chain. All right, first and foremost, exchange balances. Nothing too much has changed on the on-chain side, guys, but still extremely bullish. And that's why a move to the upside from this structure makes sense. Okay, obviously, yes, historically, because we're forming these fractals, okay, extremely similar. Bullish divergence on the RSI that is bullish, even though we've had this corrective move. Okay, and then we have our on-chain that's continuing to be bullish. Okay, more recently here, exchange balance on as a percentage. Okay, more recently we've had some coming onto exchanges, but overall, guys, we need to look at this general trend, this more of a macro trend, continuing that downward trend. Okay, this ultimately you have to think about the amount of coins that are coming off of exchanges during this entire time. And a better way to visualize that is our exchange net position change. Okay, if we bump out, let's say a year, we continue and even an increasing rate at which they are coming off. And so all of these, we've said it time and time again, guys, all of these are going to add to the supply squeeze. Okay, that's going to push us up and continue to push us up in this bull run. And remember, guys, also, we do think that it is a very, very likely that is a reset of this run, right? Because we had these two kind of dome tops, just like we have these distribution tops here, and then we kind of trickled, and then we had our main part of the first part of this bull run, right? And very, very similar things happening. And so there's a lot of confluence that is making sense for a continuation of this bull run. All right, so we have that there, guys. Our open interest stuff, all the more short-term metrics, these are relatively cleaned out, okay, especially where we were, not quite down to the level at the end of September, but our highs were much higher here in our open interest, and so way cleaned out on those. So that is really good. And so for the short term, that is looking like a upside move is definitely possible. There's really nothing more that needs to be cleaned out as far as that goes. So again, guys, everything, this is a quick video, but everything's still looking extremely bullish. Try not to get so emotionally attached by the short-term price action. Okay, we want to hold key levels, but whatever we do within this structure, don't get emotional about it. Okay, if we break to the downside, that go ahead and play each level. That's if in the short term, that's how we want to do it. Okay, long term, things are still pointing bullish. If we go ahead and break to the downside, then we'll go ahead and readjust. All right, guys, not too much has changed. We'll continue to monitor the structure. Hit the like and hit the subscribe if you have not already, guys, and we'll see you in the next video.